Good morning. Hello, everybody. It is time for stamp class. Give you guys just a minute to find the video for it to pop up in news feeds. Good morning. We're live, Dee. What? Dale is waving as usual. That doesn't work on video, Dale. Good morning, Robbie. Glad you guys are here with us. Now, if you are watching, if you are watching the replay, can you figure it out? You got it? If you're watching the replay, be sure to say hello. Type in replay. I think I saw LaDonna. And Donna is here. We got our LaDonna and Donna.
Lisa's there.
Lisa, good morning. Hi, Lisa. Yay, you've got internet now. Awesome. Okay, we've got a good group here already. So good morning, everybody. We're ready for stamp class this morning. We're going to have some fun, make some cute projects. Dale's going to watch for comments for me, at least part of the morning. So we are doing, we're focusing on the cute Halloween designer series paper and some of the other products in that suite.
You got a shout out from Logan.
From Logan. Hi, Logan. Hi, baby doll. He may end up with some of these treats because he doesn't get much candy. Okay, so we are using some products that start on page 50 in our mini catalog. Super, super cute Halloween products. And we've got these awesome, I want to call them coffin treat boxes. That was last year. We've got tombstone treat boxes this year. Very, very cute paper and some cute star embellishments. Now I decided, I like this stamp set, but I decided that I would go with the one on the next page, which is called Frightfully Cute. And then the Frightful Tags dies. And it really does work very well, coordinate well with the paper as well. So be sure to check out those pages in your catalog because there's some really cute ideas there as well. And we'll have some other samples for you this morning. We're just going to have lots of fun with making Halloween treats today. Okay, let me show you. I know on my weekly Facebook Lives on Wednesday, we've seen this paper several times now, but it is really cute paper. Just flip through that right quick. It's versatile because you've got the, I guess that's just one sheet. You've got the Halloween prints on one side with the colors, pumpkins, ghosts, and then on the other side, you've got the awesome black and white. So you'll be able to use this paper even beyond Halloween, or if you're just not a Halloween person, you can still use this paper. It's very cute. Okay, so that is our paper, and then this is the stamp set we'll be using, and it does have coordinating dies. I think I've buried them though. Let me pull them out. And this is a great set that even if you decide not to get the stamp set, this is a great set of dies to have with the spider web and the witch's hat, the little fence, the spooky tree. There's lots you can do just with the die set. But if you do purchase both, of course it's bundled and you can save 10%. Super cute little Halloween images here. We're only using, I think, the potion bottles and sentiments today, but there's lots you can do with this stamp set as well. And then we've got this awesome black and white gingham ribbon. It's one of my favorite ribbons in the mini catalog. Very, very versatile. We've already gone through, I can't even count how many bolts of this ribbon. It's awesome. So we'll be using that today. I don't have the ribbon that I need for this, Dee. Maybe it's in my packet, but would you look? It should be on the table. And then these little stars, they come in an orange, purple, and black. but they've got an iridescence to them, and they're just so shiny and fun. So we'll be using them today as well.
Those are Oliver's favorite.
Yes, Oliver snacked on a couple. Will you put those over there, please? Oliver has snacked on a couple of stars that I've dropped. So, yeah, that's not good. Anyway, they're really shiny. They're really cute. Now, your packet, if you made a purchase this month, or if you signed up for the class and you asked for the packet, this is what it looks like. I have one packet left, and so if somebody wants to claim that, you are welcome to it. But this is how your packet looks with all of your supplies inside, unless I mailed it to you. If I mailed it to you, I did not have enough stars at the time that we did the packets, but I knew it was more important to get you all of the other supplies first, because you can embellish your projects later. We will be sending some stars out. It's just a few people that didn't get stars, but if you don't have stars, they'll be on their way to you. Okay. Everybody doing okay this morning? Any comments so far?
No, well, Robbie and Sherry both joined you and said hi.
Oh, good morning. Glad y'all are here. Okay, so let me show you our first little project that we're making this morning. And I hope that it shows up on camera. You can already see we've got those shiny little stars. So this is a little treat box that we're going to make.
Lisa says awesome.
Awesome. So the first thing you're going to need to do is, from your packet, pull out your black piece of cardstock and this little packet that has all of your goodies in it, like a piece of ribbon. It's got your little skeleton guy. It's got a piece of designer series paper, and then the label that we're going to stamp on. So if you do not have this stamp set, you'll be able to substitute with something from your stash. Let me show you too some of the items you're going to need this morning in case you didn't see my post. You're going to need some adhesive. Now, I've kind of probably gone overboard. I've got glue dots. I've got liquid glue. I've got my Stampin' Seal Plus. I've got both sizes of dimensionals. And I guess that's all the adhesive. I don't need tear and tape because I'm going to use Stampin' Seal Plus. You need a strong adhesive. So grab your favorite adhesive and then grab a strong adhesive like tear and tape or Stampin' Seal Plus or Stampin' Seal. You're also going to need your Memento Tuxedo Black ink, or if you have Stays-On Jet Black, that will work. Something I did not put on the list was your Take Your Pick tool. That kind of goes without saying these days, doesn't it? Because we need this for everything. And then you want a pair of snips, and you want your bone folder. Is this the one that has my name on it? Mm-hmm. It's almost worn off. So you want your bone folder, and then you want your paper trimmer. If yours does not have a scoring tool, then grab a scoreboard, something that you can score with, because you're going to be doing your own scoring today. Okay. And then just grab your kit. I'm going to move all of this back out of the way so we can go ahead and get started. Now, another thing that I do have handy is my silicone craft sheet. So in case you have one of those, we may need that too. Okay, let's get all of our pieces out. Y'all ready to get started?
Okay, let's go.
Are they there?
They're still here.
Okay.
Yep.
And we'll just go ahead and start probably with our stamping. Let's do that first. And a little bit of fussy cutting. Sorry, Cassandra. If Cassandra watches this.
Well, yeah. There's a comment.
Already
to Cassandra. Someone is letting Cassandra know
that we're fussy cutting?
Yep.
So we're going to fussy cut out our little guy. He's pretty easy to fussy cut. I'm not the best fussy cutter in the world. This paper, in the suite, there is a punch. I believe that it is on back order right now. There's a punch, and I believe it punches this and the ghost and the cat out of the paper. And it also coordinates with the stamp. But unfortunately that punch is on back order, so that's one more reason why I'm kind of glad that I decided to go with the dies. That worked out well for us. So we're first going to get this fussy cut. And I'm just kind of doing a rough job of it here. Okay, so I'll give you just a second to get that done. If you guys want to, just let us know. Grab my trash can. Just let us know as you are finished working on each step. That would help. I don't want to rush you. And then of course the video will be available afterwards too. I'll post the recording, and so you can always go back if you need to. We'll wait just a minute to let you get that fussy cutting done. Our clock is behind again. Anybody done yet, Dee?
Donna says she's done fussy cutting.
Okay, perfect.
Donna says she loves to fussy cut.
I know she does.
Lisa's done. Robbie's done.
Okay, good. Well, we'll go ahead. And if you have this stamp set or something that will fit on this little label that you're substituting, let's go ahead and do our stamping. So I decided to use the little potion bottles. And just stamping with the black ink. Kind of center those there in this little tag. They're spooky and cute. And you could also stamp later, whatever you want to do. So again, just kind of let us know as you get your stamping done. And thanks, Lisa, for posting last night, needing a supply list. I worked all day yesterday on different projects here in my craft room, so I appreciate that. So that helped me get that done towards the end of the day. This little treat holder is really a pretty good size. When you get it put together, you'll see it holds a good bit of treats.
They're starting to finish up the stamping.
Finishing up stamping? Okay. So let's go ahead and set these pieces aside now. Your little ribbon, so don't use that. And you want to go ahead and bring in your paper trimmer, whatever you have for a scoring tool. And I'm going to check my notes so that I tell you correctly. So this piece of paper is 7.5 inches by 5.5 inches, which means you get 2 of these little treat boxes out of each piece of cardstock. And we're going to just put it in, and we're going to score at 2 inches all the way around. So I started to do this for you, and then I thought it would make it easier for you to recreate this if you did it yourself. So that's why I decided to go that way. Give you a chance. To score it yourself. So on all 4 sides, we're going to do that scoring. Now keep your trimmer close because we're going to do some cutting in just a moment. So just let us know once you get your scoring done.
Donna wants you to say the measurements again.
Okay.
And where to score.
7.5 inches by 5.5. So you can get 2 from each sheet of cardstock. And you're going to score at 2 inches all the way around. On all 4 sides, score at 2 inches.
Lisa's done scoring.
Okay. And I will post the, I should have done that in the description of the video, I can go back and put those measurements too. That would probably be a good thing to do. And you could quickly find them. I always like when it's a good use of our cardstock, so you're just going to have a very small strip of scrap left.
LaDonna and Sherry are both done.
Okay.
Lisa says yes, please, to the measurements in the description.
Okay, I'll do that. That's easily done. We'll wait just a minute to give Donna a second to catch up. I guess LaDonna has all the supplies there since we didn't get her kit to her. She has a little bit of cardstock in her stash.
She's probably winging it.
Mm-hmm. She's good at that.
Okay.
We ready?
Okay, we're done.
Okay. So now let's go ahead and grab your bone folder and let's burnish all those score lines. This is a really important step you don't want to skip.
Becky says she's joined you and she has caught up as well.
Oh, good. Good morning, Becky. We sent you a picture this morning of that toy that you brought Oliver. It's already got a big gaping hole in it. He loves it. I'm just going to go back over it again.
LaDonna says she's not joking. She's really caught up.
Okay.
Well, I figured she was making a Christmas box as well.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
She could. That's a great point. These boxes, of course, we're making them for Halloween, but you could make this for any holiday. This would be really a nice little like placeholder at Thanksgiving. It's a great treat that you could take to work and set on your coworker's desk. Lots of uses, definitely for classrooms, teacher gifts, right? Is that right, Bill?
Do they get gifts?
Do teachers get gifts? Sometimes. So now that we've got that done, on the 7.5-inch side, you know, you're having it the long way, you're going to snip up to your score line. So you can probably already tell this is the bottom of your box, that rectangle in the center. So just snip up on the score lines up to the next score line. On the long side, I guess I should say that, right? Because these are actually going to be the sides of your box. You would think with that light that I could see it better, but it almost makes a glare. Okay. I think y'all are going to be surprised at just how easy this is. It's an awesome little treat box. And I learned this from my friend Carol Hickman. I want to say she lives in, where does Flora live? Arizona?
Arizona.
Yeah, Carol Hickman. She's Chick Stamper. And on YouTube and social media. She does a lot of treat boxes and little 3D items. So she's a great resource if you want to check her out.
Lisa says yes to teacher gifts.
Yes. Of course, yes. How we doing, guys? Let me know if you've got your burnishing and your snipping done. Cassandra is not going to be impressed with me on this class, is she? There's lots of cutting.
You could do that on the trimmer too.
You could. Mm-hmm. You could.
Donna's done.
Okay. Got a couple that are done?
Yep.
Okay. So now this, we are going to bring our trimmer back in because we're going to cut off You're going to fold in the center part. Oops, I didn't go quite far enough to that score line. Let me snip just a tiny bit more. Fold the center piece back so that it almost looks like an, oh, what did I lose?
No, I just.
Oh, I hit my box.
Yeah.
So it looks like an H is what you're going to do. And put it back in your trimmer with that folded back. And you're going to cut 1/2 inch off of those two outer pieces. And this is going to make your box come together much easier. And to me, it's easier to trim it this way than to trim it once you start putting it together. So we're just trimming 1/2 inch off of those outside pieces. So that's what it looks like when you get done. You've still got the longer piece in the center and then your shorter pieces on the outside. Hopefully that makes sense. Now I need to stop and think about where I need my adhesive.
Do it on
The back.
the back,
Mm-hmm.
and then the one on the right, do it
On the top. I know. I don't make a lot of 3D items, so I really have to stop and think about what I'm doing. But that's okay. And it's only cardstock, so if we mess it up, we just get another piece of cardstock. We're learning. That's what class is about.
Lisa says her measurements are not the best.
Okay.
So if her box didn't fit together well, she may need to trim a little bit more off of
the ends.
these tabs right here.
Well, and this can really kind of be your prototype. So, you know, you can grab another piece of cardstock after class and try this again. But this, you could even just make yourself a little template too.
Because trimming off of these, the one that goes to the inside, if it's trimmed a little extra, that's okay.
Yeah, it's a forgiving little box. I'm never going to show you guys something that has to be super perfect because I can't do that. Okay, we ready to move on? Now I'm going to bring in my silicone craft sheet and I'm going to keep this tucked away. Hopefully you can see that on the gray. So this side on my left is going to get adhesive on the back. And I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus, but you may also want to use tear and tape or Stampin' Seal. You want it to be a strong adhesive. And because I'm using my silicone craft sheet, it's not going to stick to my work surface because I need to flip it back over and put the adhesive on the top of my tab on the right. And I hope I didn't go too far. And then we're going to flip it and do that same thing on this one. On the left side, you need it on the bottom. I'm probably putting way more adhesive than what I need. And on the right side, you need it on the top. So I'll give you guys a second to do that. And I just found it easier to go ahead and add all of my adhesive on at one time.
Uh-oh, Lisa says she's lost.
Uh-oh.
It's the taping step.
Okay, so tuck your center pieces in. The piece on the left needs to have adhesive on the bottom. The piece on the right has adhesive on the top. I find it easier to tuck these center pieces away. So you can just flip that up and put a little bit of adhesive. I put way more than I probably need. So maybe that will help, Lisa. I hope that shows up kind of shiny where the adhesive is. Can you see it now?
I can
Not
see
really?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of shiny on the screen.
Okay.
And Donna was wanting you to repeat that as well.
Okay, so we've got the centers tucked up. And the piece on the left, the little flap on the left, that square, gets adhesive on the bottom. The flap on the right gets adhesive on the top.
And then you just rotate it.
Then I just rotated it around and did the very same thing. Adhesive on the bottom, adhesive on the top.
Lisa says, okay.
You got it? Okay. And I know some of you, I know LaDonna makes a lot of 3D items, but those of us that don't, we just have to stop and think about it, and that's okay. We challenge ourselves sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give y'all just a little bit of time to get your adhesive on. But this is a super versatile little box. Okay, now we need that center flap up, and we're going to bring this flap to the left over and line it up and adhere it together. And then we can bring that little flap from the right and line it up and adhere it to make the one side. And we'll repeat on this other side. Bring that center flap up to the adhesive on the left. Okay.
Donna said she was using tear tape and she was up with you.
Mm-hmm.
She was just removing the tear tape.
Okay.
And when I use the tear tape to do 3D items like this, I only take the covering off of the one that I'm adhering at the time.
Oh, okay.
That way they don't stick
Accidentally
together.
stick them together. Okay, so there's your little box. It's really not a little box. It's a pretty good sized box for treats. If you're feeling generous.
Treats are good.
Yes. So would you grab, Dale, a couple of those Reese's peanut butter cups just to show kind of the size for those that don't have a kit, because I know we have some people that just wanted to watch this morning. Because if you have supplies at home, you can recreate this. So these are just the individual Reese's peanut butter cups, and you can fit a couple in there. I don't think you can fit, well, you might even be able to, no, that's too much. So you can fit 2 of the Reese's peanut butter cups. If you turn them this way, then you have a little bit more room. We actually, Dale looked for candy corn because that's what I really wanted to put in mine, and he couldn't find any. It was sold out, so that's interesting. You either love or hate candy corn, right? So I have some of these rectangular treat bags. I think LaDonna gave them to me. So he found a bag that was not individually wrapped. We just put some in this rectangular treat bag, and I thought I would just pop it in there like that, kind of fold that top back. So that is, it holds a good amount. So y'all let us know what you might put inside. Are you having a Reese's peanut butter cup for breakfast? You did already eat your breakfast, so I guess that's okay, right? Okay, now
Peanut butter's good for breakfast.
peanut butter is good for breakfast. I cannot believe you. So now we're going to go ahead and put on our decorations. If I can get my glue to work. Y'all doing okay? I chose just to decorate the one side of my box, but you could certainly do both sides if you wanted to. They doing okay, Dee?
They're doing okay. They're done.
Okay, good. A really cute little box.
They're keeping up with you.
Okay, perfect. Now the other thing I thought about is sometimes we have, right now we don't have a size cello bag that this just drops inside of, but even the one that had all of your kit in today, you could drop this little box down inside there and then bring it up and tie it with a ribbon. That would be cute. If you've got some cello bags that are probably about 4 inches wide, that would just slide right down inside. Now I did take this ribbon and just kind of fold it back on itself. And I've got my Tim Holtz tiny attacher that I'm going to staple my ribbon. But if you don't have a stapler handy, then you just want to use some glue dots to hold that ribbon together. And that is the 3/8 inch glitter ribbon. It carried over from our catalog last year, and it is a favorite. I love that. So shiny and it's cute. Again, really think about the fact that you could use this treat box for Christmas. That would be really cute for birthdays as a little table favor and takeaway. It's got a lot of options for us. And I just added my ribbon up here at the top. I put my sentiment on, or actually it's not a sentiment, my image on with some dimensionals. What time is it, Dee? Can you tell?
I can't.
Okay. So at this point, we're just decorating this little box up. Let us know what you decide to put in yours. I'm going to pop that on the front. Should have probably done that before I put my ribbon on, but it's going to work. And then my little skeleton guy, I decided to pop him up too. Now, if you didn't want to use this, in this paper, there's also pumpkins and little cat faces. It's really cute paper. And even without the punch, you can fussy cut all of those images so easy. Or scan and cut if you have a scan and cut, and add that to your projects. Okay.
Madonna says it's a really cute treat box.
It is a cute little treat box. You gonna make those for everybody at work, LD? They would love it. I'm trying to think with the potion bottles on there, what kind of something that we could put in there. That would be so cute if it was some kind of a little drink mix or something like that. If you were going to package them up in a cellophane bag, you know, you have other options. You could put something in there that stood up a little bit further and you'd be able to keep everything together. What? Oh, we didn't add our stars. Thank you, Dee. If you have stars, if you don't, I'm sorry. I will get them to you. Yes, that definitely is the finishing touch, isn't it?
Donna says she will make more of these.
Oh, good.
Ooh, hot chocolate.
Yes, that would be a great idea. How fun. Put the hot chocolate packet, and you would even have room to put like a little bag of marshmallows. Oh, that would be so cute, you guys.
Oh,
I
those
knew
little
it.
wax drink bottles.
That,
oh,
yes.
For potions.
I haven't seen those in years, though. If you find some, please tell me where you find them, because that would be awesome. And of course, you can put all kinds of other sentiments on here, too. Sentiments and images. So I put 3. I think I'm going to move this star over here, just the way that I stamped it this time. I think I pushed it down towards the end a little bit. So, yes, thank you, Dale. That is the finishing touch to put that little bit of stars. Okay, so did we figure out what time it is? Did you?
It's about 9:35.
Okay. Well, we will be back at 10 o'clock. We're going to do stamp class kind of like we did before when we were doing the virtual class. So it gives us just a chance to move things around and clean up a bit, because I'm a messy crafter, y'all. The next time we're going to be making 2 projects at once. Well, not at once, but we're going to be making 2 projects for the next video. So that will be at 10 o'clock. So you have just a minute to grab another cup of coffee, right?
Yeah.
Yes. We'll grab another cup of coffee or have a little break, and we will see you guys back at 10 o'clock. Thank you.